home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls, as we'll see a team from the American, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on a fellow opponent from the American, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Tulsa will kick off, and we'll get this game started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Rice Owls offense takes the field. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback extends the play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the shotgun. Hard running there. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tulsa! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The run from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done? Wide open spaces. Touchdown Owls. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Middle Tennessee pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there inside Floyd Stadium. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Handoff from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Tulsa trying to move the chains on third and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Quick strike complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Looking downfield on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far,
and he throws another interception, his third of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Makes the grab. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll get rid of it. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. Now on the option. The pitch. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. The field goal is no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Schwartz. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Finds his tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Across the 35. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the 1st half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game, because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
He fires one deep down the right side. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Works the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think
Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now on 1st down from the 43. They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. Inside the 25. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's a heat. Finds a man on the left. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. The give from the gun. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Rice will try to move the chains on 4th down. Bringing the heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
It's complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fakes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Tulsa now has it in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Tulsa moved the chains by keeping it on the ground. They might go right back to it here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Just plowing ahead. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by a field goal over Oregon State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this group.
Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Owls are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got room to work. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Calls his own number. Oh, he's got some space.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
It'll be a run on third and short. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. And the Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Owls! And here they come, almost all the way back. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tulsa.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place. There he goes. Quick step and go. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown Owls. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll try the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They're going to run it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Pulled down after a Nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Rice. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's got it. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on 1st down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. It's caught. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. They're going to run it. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got him. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down at the 11-yard line. And now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Rush is on him. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drop. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we